Hi everyone, and welcome back to our daily cafe chat.
Hello, hello. I'm Lisa, and I'm here with Emily, who is basically my personal news guide at this point.
Is that my official job title now? Personal news guide?
You explain things to me every single day. That definitely counts.
Okay, I'll take it. So, today is Wednesday, February 25th, 2026. But before we dive in, Lisa, I think we have an apology to make to our listeners.
Oh, are we finally admitting it? I was just listening back to our recent shows and thinking, wait, where did the real Emily and Lisa go?
Exactly. We tried to be too professional by following a strict script the last few days, but it just made us sound like robots.
I felt so restricted. Listening back was honestly painful. That wasn't our cafe chat at all.
No, it wasn't. So, from today, we're throwing out the script and going back to our natural, lively style. Just real talk and real feelings.
Yes, freedom! I feel so much better already. Anyway, I can't believe it's almost the end of February.
I know. Time is just weird right now.
It is weird. January felt like it lasted 3 years, and February just disappeared overnight.
Okay, well, whether we like it or not, we've got some big stories today. Get ready.
Oh, define big. Are we talking exciting big or sad big?
Yes.
Emily.
We'll talk about a puppy rescued at an airport, a record-breaking rocket launch, and some serious travel chaos.
A puppy? Okay, you had me at puppy. I'm completely locked in.
But before we get there, if you enjoy our chats, please subscribe to the channel. We're here every day, 10 minutes, helping you pick up natural English through casual conversation.
No textbooks, no boring drills, just the two of us talking about real news. It's honestly the most painless listening practice I've ever found.
Exactly. Okay, and today's keyword is reusable.
Reusable? Oh no, is this about those eco-friendly coffee cups you keep texting me about?
It is not about the coffee cups, Lisa.
You sure about that?
Completely sure. Okay, first story, and fair warning, it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster.
I'm bracing myself.
So, a 2-year-old golden doodle was found tied to a ticket counter at Las Vegas's Harry Reid International Airport. Tied to a counter. Just left there. Alone. Right in the middle of a packed terminal. Who does that? Okay. What happened? Why did someone abandon their dog at an airport? So the owner was trying to fly somewhere, but apparently she didn't have the right paperwork to bring him on the plane. Okay, annoying, but there are solutions. You call a friend, you find a pet hotel, you miss your flight if you have to. She chose none of those options. She just tied him up and walked away. Walked right to her gate. That's awful. Imagine being that dog. All these strangers rushing past, no idea where your person went. It's really heartbreaking to picture. But here's where the story gets better.
Please, I need it to get better right now.
Airport staff called the police, and an officer came to take care of him. And then that officer just couldn't stop thinking about the little guy.
Oh no. Oh, I can feel exactly where this is going.
He talked to his family that evening, and they decided to adopt him.
Oh, stop. Stop right there. The police officer who rescued him adopted him?
His whole family welcomed that dog with open arms.
I am not crying. I just have something in my eye.
Sure.
What did they name him? Please tell me it's something wonderful.
His name is JetBlue.
JetBlue! Because he was abandoned at an airport. That is genius. Absolute genius. Right?
Oh, and the original owner was arrested later, too, so justice was served. Good. JetBlue deserved a real hero, and he found one. He really did. Now, second story. This one is, quite literally, out of this world.
Space? Is it Mars?
Are we finally talking about Mars? We are not going to Mars today, Lisa. Someday. But today, SpaceX just broke a record. Their Falcon 9 booster just completed its 33rd flight. Wait, 33rd? You mean the same booster, the same actual piece of the rocket flew 33 times? The exact same one, called B1067. Hold on, I need to back up. What exactly is a booster? Is it like a booster shot, but for a rocket? Kind of a fun image, but no. The booster is the big bottom section of the rocket. It's what generates the massive thrust to get everything off the ground. So it does all the heavy lifting right at the beginning? Exactly. And traditionally, after it did that job, it would just burn up or fall into the ocean. One use, gone forever. That sounds so wasteful. Massively wasteful. Imagine buying a brand new car, driving it once, and throwing it into the sea. Emily, please, that image physically hurts me. But SpaceX figured out how to land these boosters back on ships in the ocean, and this specific one has now done that 33 times. 33? I don't think I've used my favorite tote bag 33 times, honestly. You might want to work on that. Anyway, this mission, Starlink 6-104, put 28 more satellites into orbit. SpaceX now has over 9,700 satellites up there. 9,000? The sky is literally getting crowded. A little bit, and the booster landed perfectly again on a drone ship called a Shortfall of Gravitas in the Atlantic. I will never stop loving that name. Who comes up with these things? Science fans with great taste. But the real takeaway is this. This is what reusability actually looks like. Space travel becoming cheaper, faster, more ordinary. Like catching a bus, except the bus goes into orbit. A very fast, very expensive bus. But yes, that's exactly where this is heading.
Speaking of getting from place to place, on the ground, things are anything but smooth right now.
Oh no, what happened?
Winter Storm Hernando is causing massive disruptions across the U.S.
Hernando? That sounds like a character from a historical drama, like a Spanish explorer who got very, very lost.
Well, this storm definitely went in the wrong direction. American, Delta, JetBlue, thousands of flights have already been canceled.
Thousands? Can you even imagine being stuck in an airport right now?
It's really bad. Some airports have even had to suspend their priority security lanes because they're so overwhelmed with people scrambling to rebook.
Even the fast lane? That's the last thing you have. When the fast lane goes, that's it. It's complete chaos.
A little dramatic, but honestly, not entirely wrong. When that many people are all trying to find new flights at the same time, the whole airport just grinds to a halt.
Okay, so what do you even do? If I were stuck there right now, what's my move?
First, do not go to the airport if your flight's already canceled. Use the app or website to rebook from wherever you are.
Right, not stand in a 4-hour line staring at the departures board hoping it changes by the power of prayer.
Definitely not that. And stay off the customer service phone lines too. Everyone is calling at once.
You know what? Honestly, at some point, I think just driving would be faster. Like, forget it. Get in the car and go.
Depending on the distance, you are not entirely wrong. But for everyone out there dealing with this, stay safe, stay patient, and please check your airline's app before you even leave the house.
Note to self, never book a trip during a storm with a dramatic historical name. Nothing good ever comes from a storm called Hernando.
I'll remember that rule. Everyone out there, stay warm and safe.
What a day! Puppies, rockets, and airport chaos. We really did cover everything.
We really did. And out of all of it, I keep thinking about JetBlue.
Same. That story just stays with you.
It really does. Okay, we should probably wrap.
Wait! The quiz! Emily, the quiz!
Right. I almost let that one slip again.
Every single time. I can't believe you.
I know. Okay, today's key word was reusable, and we saw it with the SpaceX booster.
That's right. Not my coffee cup, the rocket.
By making boosters reusable, SpaceX has made space travel dramatically cheaper and much more frequent. That's the whole game changer.
It's basically the recycling revolution, but at the cosmic level.
Perfectly put. Now, today's discussion question for everyone listening: if you are stranded at an airport for hours, what's the one thing you absolutely could not do without?
Easy. A big bag of snacks, a neck pillow, and someone to dramatically complain with.
That's 3 things.
They come as a set.
Fair enough. Let us know in the comments. We love reading your answers. And please, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
We'll see you tomorrow. Stay warm, stay safe, and everybody, bye.
Take care and keep on practicing. Bye-bye.